I was recently sent this 2-in-1 laser and tape measure. I was in need of a new tape measure, so I'm glad ElikLiv sent this out. I've been playing with it for a few days, so let's test out the functions, pros, and cons real quick. In the box, you get the 2-in-1 laser and tape measure, a charging cable, and the instructions. This is what the unit looks like on all sides. For an electronic device, it does have a rugged feel to it. In other words, you can throw it in the toolbox without worrying about damaging it. First thing I did was plug it up to the charger to get a full charge. It didn't take long to get the full charge indicator. Now this is my current lineup of tape measures, 116, 125, and the new 2-in-1. Before getting the new one, I usually ended up grabbing the small 16 for quick measurements around the house, but my main gripe with it was the lock didn't hold. And that's where the first pro comes in for this new 2-in-1. The tape auto locks when you pull it out without having to press a button. It holds firm even against resistance and doesn't release until you press the button. Another nice feature is that it has magnets on the end of the tape. You won't always have the luxury of butting up against something metal when taking measurements, but when you do, this will make it easy. Now for a quick overview of the buttons. There are 5, and the center round button is the power on button as well as the main laser measure button. When you turn it on, there is an icon in the upper left corner that tells you if the laser is measuring from the front of the tape measure or the back. You can toggle that by pressing the button with a similar icon on it. If you hold this button, you can turn the sound on and off. While the unit is on, if you press the round measure button, it'll activate the laser. Then, if you press it again, it'll take and display the measurement. In this example, my hand was 8 13/16 of an inch away from the back of the device. Here, we'll see how far it is to the other side of the truck bed, which came in at 7 feet and 9 15/16 inches. If you wanted to change the measurement unit, in which there are 6 different options, long press this button and it'll change it to the next format. As you can see, there are different meter, inches, and fractional options to choose from. I like to keep it on the one we started with because that's how you read it on the tape. On the back of the device, it shows you how long it is, which is 3.2 inches. This can come in handy if you have to set the measuring tape up against something and need to add its length to the measurement. Here's where the charging port is located. You remove this tab and underneath is a USB Type-C port. Here we'll put the laser to the test in a real-world example. I want to see how long my truck is to see if it can fit in the smaller side of my carport. I've set a board up parallel to the front of my truck and the laser on the back even with the hitch. I'll use the laser to measure the length of the truck. Press the round MEAS button to turn it on, then again to activate the laser, as you can see here, then again to take the measurement. As you can see, this truck is 19 feet and 9 7/16 inches. Ignore the messy basement, but the location where the white truck is where I want to measure. We want to make sure that the setting is measuring from the back of the device, shown in the icon, that way we can put it up against the wall. Then we'll take the measurement to the other side. Not sure if the camera is showing it, but you can see the red dot on the block wall. I'll press the measure button to take the measurement, and we get 19 feet, 8 1/16 inches. So in this case, the truck with hitch is a little over an inch longer than the other side of my garage. It'd be an extremely tight fit even without the hitch. The area measurement feature will be useful when I start the process of replacing my floors. To use this, you short press this button to toggle between the options. The icon with the box is the one for area. Then you just take the 2 measurements of your room and it calculates the square footage for you. Now that we have the correct option selected, we'll take our first measurement. Do this by pressing the measure button once to activate the laser, as you can see, then again to take the measurement. When we do that, we get 10 feet 7 inches. Now let's do the same thing to get the other measurement. This side comes out to 13 feet, 10 inches for a square footage of almost 147 square feet. Besides area, it also has these other features, as well as a feature to add and subtract measurements on the fly. However, the only 2 I anticipate using are the distance and area features. So in summary, I think I'll enjoy this ElikLiv 2-in-1 tape measure. I'll leave a link to it in the description. If you end up getting this or something similar, drop a comment down below and let us know.